This is Lara Henares making your day with the first part of Rina Jimenez David's article entitled Imagine the Worst. And we quote, even as local governments are bracing for the usual slew of problems that attend the opening of a new school year, the last-minute enrollees' lack of classrooms, striking teachers, and ordinary citizens prepared to cope with the rainy season, here is another natural phenomenon that we have to contend with, or prepare to contend with. Philippine Institute of Volcanology and Seismology, PhilVox, Director Renato Solidum Jr., recently urged local government leaders to prepare for a possible major earthquake up to intensity 8 that he said may hit northern Luzon and some parts of the Cordillera region. The LGUs, he added, should prepare for the worst possible scenarios. Solidum was quoted in a report in another newspaper that possible hazards and their effects on localities and the whole region must be imagined to craft and implement appropriate solutions. After all, the recent preparations and responses to natural disasters often fail to match the extent and power of the threat is not any lack of political will, funds, or energy. Oftentimes, the cause could simply be a lack of imagination, the failure to conjure up the worst that could happen. And so, instead of over-preparing or preparing adequately, authorities find themselves woefully underprepared and instantly overwhelmed. More about this after these messages. This is Lara Henares making your day with the first part of Rina Jimenez David's article entitled Imagine the Worst. And we continue to quote, for the northern Luzon disaster, he foresees, Solidum said, the provinces of Cagayan, Quirino, Isabela, and Nueva Ecija, as well as the eastern parts of Kalinga and Apayao in the Cordilleras, may experience an intense event that may trigger tsunamis as well as multiple hazards. But if we in Metro Manila and environs think the threat is too far away and thus unworthy of our attention, much less our preparations, then, as the saying goes, we have another think coming. Kelvin Rodolfo, Professor Emeritus at the University of Illinois at Chicago and best known for calling the world's attention to the impact of lahar in the wake of the eruption of Mount Pinatubo, writes that Metro Manila is very much in the line of fire in the event of a major tremblor in Luzon. We need to remember that reclamation areas in Manila Bay would not require a nearby earthquake to occur to suffer serious damage, he writes. In 1968, he reminds us, Manila was a city hardest hit by the Casiguran Quezon earthquake. That earthquake is best remembered for the Ruby Tower collapse in Binondo, killing 250 people, with many structures that were built on thick river deposits of the Pasig River suffering severe damage from ground shaking and or liquefaction. The Ruby Tower earthquake was a magnitude of 7.3, says Rodolfo. So magnitude 8, which Solidum is warning us about, is, says Rodolfo, 30 times more powerful. More tomorrow, my dear friends. This is Lara Henares making your day, saying good day, God bless you. Thank you very much for being with us. Till next time, hasta la bye-bye.